Hey foods, welcome back to another video. In today's video, y'all, I'll be eating on a king crab seafood boil. So I have king crab. This is a super colossal king crab. I have this huge lobster tail. I have snow crab, corn on the cob, potatoes, sausage, boiled eggs, green lip mussels. I have some prawns. I have some really spicy butter sauce. And I also have some lemon back here. But anyways, let's get to it, y'all. I'm about to start with this lobster tail first. This boy is huge. I don't even know the ounce of this lobster tail, y'all. It is massive. That is so good. I seasoned that lobster tail. Yeah, I made this butter sauce really spicy. Anyways, I hope everybody is having a good day today. Let me know down below. Let me know what y'all eating on. That lobster tail is fire. It's raining outside. I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder. Wow. Hopefully my lights don't go out. Because anytime the wind blow, my lights go out. Anytime it rains, wind blows hard, too hard. Hopefully the lights do not go out. I'll be right back. I'm about to deshell this king crab, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. I got it deshelled. Some lemon. Ooh, this thing juicy, y'all. It's juicy. Trying to get all this king crab out. Let's get some onions. Hopefully, I'm just really hoping these lights don't go out, but let me go ahead and start telling y'all what I was watching. It was true crime. So it was this couple, and now this may be a triggering true crime to DV survivors. So if this is gonna trigger you, definitely click off, you know. Even if you're not a survivor, you know somebody, it may trigger you, you know. So just heads up, just letting you know. It's this couple, and they're married. They have 6 kids. So the man, his name is Greg. The lady, the wife, her name is Takara. They're both young. They're in their early 30s, I believe. And the man, Greg, he's in the Navy. Well respected in the Navy. You know, he's been in a magazine. He has his own book. He seemed like a really, really good guy. They have 6 kids together. You know, he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful home, live in a beautiful neighborhood. So on the outside looking in, he's a great, you know, man. He take care of his business. He's in the Navy, you know what I mean? So all his superior officers and everybody just, think this man is just the greatest man, you know. And Takara, she's, a beautiful, this lady is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful lady. She's a great, great mother. Everybody says she's just a sweetie pie, you know. She has 3 siblings. They all said that she was just, a beautiful person. She's just warm. She put her dreams on hold to stay home to raise their kids because Greg didn't want them to have a babysitter. So he wanted her to stay home with the kids, and she was like, fine, no problem. She stayed home with the kids, raising the kids while his career, was just taking off, I believe he wrote a book. He was in magazines. Of course, he was in the Navy. What else? He was also had like other little projects and things that he was working on. And one in particular project that he was working on, he was working on a motel. He was like renovating it and everything. And he had a business partner during that time. He had a business partner. So one day he told Takara that he was going to go work on the project, at the motel. So it was getting pretty late, and she was getting kind of like, like where he at. It's like close to midnight, and she was trying to figure out where he was. She takes her daughter iPad because I believe the daughter iPad was getting like repaired and things like that. And so somehow his location was on the iPad. So she was able to see that he was actually on his way to the hospital. And he was on his way to the hospital because his ex-girlfriend from high school worked at the hospital, and that he was supposedly there to collect money from her because his ex-girlfriend from high school wanted to invest in his company. So she gave Greg $2,500 to invest in his company, right? So that's what his ex-girlfriend told her own spouse as to why Greg was there to see her. Now, during that time while he was away, supposed to be working on the project at the motel, he was telling Takara that he was going to like kill her and, you know, just heavy threats towards her. So she decided that she was going to call his superior officers and let them know. So she called his superior officers, let them know. They came out to the house, right? So this is where things went left. This is where things just really took a huge turn and went left. So she got the courage to call his superior officers, because mind you, she had made reports in the past about his behavior towards her, the things that he would do to her. She made reports, but people, you know, they weren't taking it serious. And the one time she did make a report, he told them that, you know, she be hitting on him as well. And so they kind of just threw it out. They threw the whole case out because they were just kind of like, what do you do in this situation when he's saying that she's hitting him and then she's saying that, you know, he's hitting her. So they was just like, you know, they just kind of threw it out. I believe she already had made 3 reports before this report that she's making now to his superior officers. So the superior officers, they come out to the house, right? They come out to the house and she letting them know like everything that's happening, you know, all the stuff that she had to deal with him, with the DB, things like that. And during that time of her telling the NCIS officers, right, she's holding her baby in her arms. The NCIS officers go outside, I guess to get on, they made a phone call because they were trying to figure out what to do in the situation, how to help her, right? The NCIS officers had their back turned, right? Greg sneaks from around the officers. The officers weren't able to see him. He goes in the house and he pulls out, you know, his firearm. He pulls it out. Now, mind you, Takara's holding their child. I believe the baby was only 12 months, holding the baby in her arms. Their three-year-old little girl was right next to her. He just started shooting, shot and killed her instantly, right? She fell to the ground, shot and killed her. The baby still is holding on to, you know, the mom as she's laying on the floor. He grabbed, so the NCIS officers heard the shot, so they run in the house. He grabs their 3-year-old daughter, picks her up, and starts shooting while the baby is in his arms. Eventually, Greg ended up hurting one of the NCIS officers really bad, and he ended up dropping the little girl out of his arms, and he took off running. So he takes off running, right? So even as I believe he took off running out of the house, they're still going back and forth, shooting at each other. So So the officers end up taking the baby and the 3-year-old girl, I believe, like next door to her neighbor's house. She ended up letting them in and was able to help assist them and wait on, backup to come to be able to help further to assist them. So Greg ended up driving to his mom's house. So he drives to his mom's house. He sits at his mom's house. His mom's noticed, I guess she noticed that he was there. So now at this time, they already found out that it was him, so they're on a hunt for him. But the mom ended up calling in, Greg's mom ended up calling in and letting them know, like, hey, my son is here. He's outside, of her house. So they rush over there. I had to cough, but they rush over there and Greg is just sitting in his car. They trying to tell him, like, put your weapons down, get out your car, things like that. And he just sits there. He's just sitting there. I mean, he's wounded too, because one of the officers ended up shooting him, and he was hurt really bad. So he was bleeding as well. He was, bleeding out, but he would not get out of his car. It's like he was just froze. He was just sitting there. So he ended up eventually getting out of the car, and once he got out the car, he instantly just started shooting at the officers, and of course, they shot back and they killed him right on the spot. I'm pretty sure there's more to the story, but that's pretty much what I saw. But yeah, y'all, I was just like, oh my God. Y'all let me know if y'all heard that story. That is just such a sad story. Mind you, they have 6 kids together. That story is just so sad to me. And then the fact that she couldn't really get no help. She already reported him like three or 4 times already. She could have been still here today had somebody took her story, her case serious. And shout out to her family for stepping in and raising those kids so that they wouldn't have to, be in the system. I just think that story, I was watching that story and I was just like, oh my God, that is just so sad. That is just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, people got to take these reports serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to take them, seriously, because people's life is on the line. But I'm going to leave some information, of course, hotlines and things like that down below if you're experiencing anything of that nature. All right, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining in today's video. I truly, truly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that bell that's next to it and make sure you hit all when you hit the bell so you can get all of my notifications, okay? And I also wanted to say thank you so much for watching today's video, because you could have been doing anything in this world, but you decided to click on this video and watch your girl. So for that, I truly, truly appreciate it. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.